The monitor is 32 inches of high-definition glass. It sits on a specialized plastic stand in the middle of a grass field. You stand 4 inches away from it. The humidity in East Rutherford, New Jersey, is 84%. You feel the sweat crawl from your hairline, down the bridge of your nose, and hang off the tip. It does not fall. You do not blink. Around you, 82,500 people are making a noise that vibrates the marrow in your femurs. It is not a cheer. It is a collective, sustained scream of 114 decibels. To your left, a man worth $180 million is speaking into your ear. You do not look at him. You look at the screen. The clock on the stadium scoreboard reads 98-14. The score is Argentina 1, Cabo Verde 1. On the screen, the image is frozen. It is a 4K resolution capture of a human foot and a white line. The linesman's flag stayed down. The ball is in the net. The blue and white shirts are celebrating near the corner flag. But you are here. You are looking at the frame. Frame 4202. The ball has just left the boot of the midfielder. You see the blur of the white leather. You look at the defender's heel. You look at the attacker's shoulder. The VAR technician in your earpiece is 26 years old. His voice is flat. He tells you the lines are calibrated. He tells you the crosshair is on the shoulder blade. You see the green line and the red line. The red line is ahead of the green line by 11 millimeters. 11 millimeters is the width of a standard AAA battery. It is the distance that will decide the fate of a nation of 46 million people and a volcanic archipelago of 500,000. You press the button on the side of your communication set. Your thumb is damp. The plastic is slippery. You make the signal. You draw a rectangle in the air with your index fingers. The gesture is crisp. It is practiced. You have done this 412 times in your career. You blow the whistle. It is a Fox 40 Classic. It is tuned to 115 decibels. It cuts through the stadium noise like a blade through silk. You point your arm back toward the Cabo Verde goal. No goal. Offside. The scream of the 82,500 people changes pitch. It becomes a low, guttural roar of a wounded animal. You do not look at the stands. You look at the grass. It is cut to exactly 24 millimeters. You turn and walk toward the center circle. Your heart rate is 142 beats per minute. You have 4 minutes of stoppage time remaining. 10 minutes later. The whistle is in your pocket now. The match is over. The final score is 1-1. It is the greatest result in the history of Cabo Verde football. It is the darkest day in the modern history of the Argentinian national team. You are walking toward the tunnel. The grass gives way to the concrete of the MetLife Stadium floor. The air temperature drops 4 degrees instantly. You are surrounded by 6 security guards wearing black tactical vests. They are all over 6 feet tall. They smell like laundry detergent and nervous sweat. You hear the thud of plastic bottles hitting the tunnel walls above you. A coin, a quarter, hits the concrete 3 inches from your left boot. You do not look up. You keep your eyes on the heels of the guard in front of you. He has a small scar on the back of his neck. You follow that scar. To your right, a coaching assistant from the Argentinian bench is screaming. He is 3 inches from your face. You smell the coffee on his breath and the salt of his anger. He calls you a thief in 3 different languages. You do not respond. You do not make eye contact. Your job is to be a ghost. You enter the official's locker room. The door is steel. It weighs 80 pounds. The lead security guard closes it and turns the deadbolt. The sound of the stadium vanishes. It is replaced by the hum of a high-efficiency HVAC system. The room is 12 feet by 15 feet. There are 4 chairs, a table with a bowl of green apples, and a crate of bottled water. Your 2 linesmen are sitting down. One is from Norway. One is from Japan. Neither of them looks at you. The Norwegian is untying his laces. His hands are shaking. You see the tremor in his fingers. You sit down in a 3rd chair. You pick up a bottle of water. It is chilled to 42 degrees. You take a sip. Your throat is dry. It feels like you have swallowed sand. You look at the clock on the wall. It is 10:48 p.m. You have to stay in this room for 2 hours. That is the protocol. You wait for the crowds to disperse. You wait for the anger to cool into a simmer. You pick up an apple. You turn it over in your hand. It is perfectly round. You do not eat it. You just hold it. You feel the cold of the skin against your palm. 3 hours later, the van is a black Mercedes Sprinter. The windows are tinted to 5% transparency. You are sitting in the back row. The driver is a former police officer. He does not speak. He drives at exactly 65 miles per hour on the New Jersey Turnpike. You look out the window. The lights of the Manhattan skyline are visible across the water. They look like diamonds spilled on black velvet. You reach into your bag and pull out your phone. It has been off for 4 hours. You press the power button. The screen glows. It is 1:12 a.m. The notifications begin to arrive. They come in clusters of 50. Your screen flickers with the white light of a strobe. You have 4,812 new mentions on X. You have 920 direct messages on Instagram. You do not open them. You know what they say. You have seen this before, but never at this scale. You open a news app. The headline is your face. It is a freeze frame of you making the VAR signal. Your mouth is open. Your eyes are wide. You look like a man presiding over a funeral. The article says the decision was technically correct, but spiritually devastating. You wonder what the spirit of a rule book weighs. You look at your bank account. You were paid $3,000 for this match. You have $14,200 in your savings account back home. You are 42 years old. You have a mortgage that costs $2,100 a month. You have a daughter who is 7 years old. She is sleeping right now in a bedroom with glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling. She does not know that half of the Western Hemisphere wants her father to never wake up. The van pulls into the loading dock of a Marriott hotel. There are no fans here. Only 2 security guards and a night manager with a tired smile. You walk to the elevator. The carpet is a beige floral pattern. It smells like industrial vacuum cleaner bags. You reach your room on the 14th floor. You close the door and engage the latch. You do not turn on the lights. You walk to the window and look down at the street. A single yellow taxi drives by. You wonder if the driver saw the match. You wonder if he hates you too. 6 hours later, the sun comes up at 5:28 a.m. You have not slept. You are sitting on the edge of the king-size bed. The sheets are white and have a thread count of 300. They feel like paper against your skin. You are watching the replay on the television. The volume is at 4. You have watched the 98th minute 44 times. You watch the ball. You watch the foot. You watch the 11 millimeters. In slow motion, the world is objective. In slow motion, there is no noise, no pressure, no history. There is only geometry. The geometry says you are right. The geometry says the Cabo Verde defender stepped up at the exact microsecond required. You see the Argentinian striker's shoulder leaning toward the goal. He is hunting the space. He is a predator. But he is 11 millimeters too early. You think about the striker. He plays for a club in London. He earns $350,000 a week.